Hi friends, hope you are doing well today. So welcome back to today's session on OCI, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, compute instances and attaching block volumes. So today we are going to discuss about the compute instances, how to create it and how to attach a block volume. So first of all, we need to open the Cloud Console. So here I'm using a trial version of OCI. So I have opened the Cloud Console and I just logged into it. And after that, this is the home page of OCI console, and you need to click on compute option here. So after that, we need to navigate it to instance. So by clicking on this, you will see these are the instances which I have already created, and you can see that always free instances here. So if at all you want to create any instance, so we need to create, just click on the create instance. Here we need to give the name of the instance. For example, I can give demo, and you can need to select the image or operating system here. So here the free version, this is the default one, Oracle Linux 7.8. And if at all you want to choose any Oracle shape of the instance and network and storage, you can see by clicking on this. So before creating this instance, we'll be having this uh, virtual cloud network setup already created. So the compartment will be the default compartment. You can use it. And I've just selected the availability domain. This is the default one, which I already popped. And the shape of the instance, if you see, like, this is the AMD processor with 1 core OCPU and 1 GB memory. This comes with the trail version as a default. And next, you need to configure the networking. So here, as I said, like, I've already created the virtual cloud network as a test VCN1. So that is the reason you can see, like, it is only the option in the drop down menu here. So after that, this is the compartment, this is the root compartment. So this is the default one. So you can just click on this or just leave it blank. It will automatically picks up the root compartment. And after that, these options, this already comes with the, once you get the create the compartment here. So these options you can ignore. And moving to the next, you can just leave all the default options here. For example, assigning a public IP address, so which it will take from the existing configuration of virtual network. And if at all you want to create any boot volumes here, you can just specify it, or else you can just keep it as default. And SSH keys, you need to copy the SSH key, or you need to load the SSH key which is already created from the PuTTY. Generally we can make use of it, and we can create the SSH keys of private and public. So here I've already created the SSH keys, so I'm just going to paste it. So I'll just show you like how to do that in a while. So let me paste that. I've just clicked on paste SSH keys here. I have already had a copy of it, so I'm just pasting it. After that, you need to click on create instance. You can also view the show advanced options if you wish to, but these are all, you can keep it as a default, and you can just go on and click on create. So once you click on create, as you see, like, this is an always free instance as it shows here. And you can just see, like, the demo instance is getting provisioned here. So it will take a while to complete it. Meanwhile, you can just look at the general information. This is the active domain one. It took as a default, and the fault domain, which it also took default, depends on the VCN which we have created. And the IP address of private IP address, you can see that, but the public IP address will be generated shortly once it is provisioned the instance. So this is the OCP account, which comes as the image which we have selected. So this is the count 1, and the memory, it is 1 GB. I think the instance got created, and it is, yeah, you can see this public IP address here. So in order to connect to this instance, we need to use this public IP address here in this case, because I have already created the VCN with all the required interfaces. So we can use this public IP address and we can just try to connect to it. So for that, I'll be using Mobile Xterm for this. For example, you can see, like, I can just click on the session here. We can just give the IP address, specify the username. So the default username is OPC, and so we are using the same now for connecting to the instance. And after that, we need to click on SSH settings here, and we need to upload this private key here so that we can connect to the instance. So this will allow the passwordless connectivity